My name is Mike.
And my name is Pete.
And we're two good-looking nerds. We're both say it at the same time, but you won't.
Comic books, movies, modern video games, old video games, and professional wrestling or sports entertainment.
Hello, Internet. My name is Mike.
And my name is Pete.
And welcome to our first episode of the Mike and Pete Show.
The name is a work in progress.
Definitely work in progress. This is a bi-weekly podcast series where we discuss popular pop culture topics.
These topics go from everything from comic books to movies, modern video games, old video games, television series, and professional wrestling or sports entertainment.
There you go. I was going to say, that's what Vince loves to call it. A little brief introduction about me. This is Mike. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I'm pursuing education and communications and whatnot, and journalism. And this is probably why I'm doing it. My passion originated for nerds way back in the early 90s with movies like Batman, Christopher Reeve's Superman, and that was pretty much it. I mean, you can say Indiana Jones, Star Wars, all that stuff that happened in that time period. What about you? What's your birthplace and days?
Well, my name is Peter El Gonzalo. I was born in New Jersey. I'm also pursuing education, just got out of the Navy, and I'm passionate for everything that we discussed about in the topics. Been loving it my whole life, and I'll love it the rest of my life.
That's funny, because that's how we met. We met on the ship in the Navy, and in the Navy you stand watches and whatnot, and I was standing watch, and so was Pete here, and
yeah, we immediately had a exchanging of words, thinking that we could out-nerd each other.
Exactly, and pretty much what do they call a street fight when you tie? It's
a draw.
Yeah, it was pretty much a draw, so yep. There you go.
I won.
He didn't win. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, this is a bi-weekly podcast. We might try to do more depending on our schedules and whatnot. In case you do miss us, at least one of us, I will be doing a YouTube review of movies. Maybe one day Pete will join me. We'll see. Maybe, depending. Movies pretty much released in theaters or classics that you, the viewers, may suggest to look out for. Also, if you have any ideas that we missed, you want us to talk about, please comment below and let us know. With that being said, are you ready to begin, Pete?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. First topic, Daredevil series. Overall feel, no spoilers.
Okay, without any spoilers, my overall feel for Daredevil on Netflix was, oh man, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was really good. Overall, oh man, I just want to ruin it for everybody listening. But I would say my only flaw is, I read this a lot on message boards because I'm a nerd, is it seems, we all know that Matt Murdock can see. I mean, he could see men on fire, everything like that. But, when he's the lawyer, he has to pretend that he's blind, that he can't interact that well. But it seemed like half the series he's walking around as a normal man. Like, buildings he's never been in, just walking down passageways without a stick, all that stuff. But overall, I thought it was really good.
I mean, that's a good point. I haven't watched the whole entire series yet. I'm 3 episodes in. Yes, lucky sad me.
And he has a podcast about it.
Shut up, I can still talk about it. Anyway, the series I think is great. I have issues with the whole, hey, we're in the same world as the Avengers. They mentioned it, like, maybe the first episode, they mentioned it like 20 times, and I was like, okay, I get it. You guys are in the same universe as the Avengers. Other than that, you did bring up a good point about how he just walked into buildings and whatnot. Like, but I guess I was just kind of thinking that, like, Ben Affleck Daredevil, the whole vision of he just sees
the sound.
Yeah, the sound and whatnot, and that's the way I view it. But yeah, great series. I think what's the actor's name? Charlie Cox. Cox is a great Matt Murdock.
Is really good.
Yeah, really good.
Foggy was really good. Yeah. Everybody was good.
Foggy,
even the chick from True Blood.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought she was good too.
Awesome. My man who plays as Ben Urich, the black guy from Die Hard 2. I only remember you in that one movie, but you are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions, Benner. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your contributions.
Whatever actors are in there. The guy that from that Law and Order show, whatever, or that plays Kingpin. I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
but he's
drawing
awesome.
a blank.
Yeah, he's awesome. But overall, yeah, I love it. Can't wait for season 2 whenever I finish season 1. What about you? You ready for season 2?
Yeah, if it was out, I'd binge watch it the next 2 days.
Lucky you. Anyway, all right. Next topic, we're going to be talking about Age of Ultron. Excited. Are you excited?
All right. Something I have to discuss. I talked to you about it earlier today. Earlier this week, you guys have cable. Everybody here has seen the Avengers. I just recently watched the Avengers again, and it made me, not so excited for the sequel. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because I was coming off of Daredevil, and it had a whole different tone and feel to it. And then when I watched the first Avengers again, I felt like it needed to step itself up. Maybe they do a better job in this one because they don't have to worry about the introductions and all that. But, I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same dynamic of the team argues, the team breaks up, then they find themselves again, and then it's fucking a repeat of the same movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Different villain. Thank God it's not Loki.
Yeah, because Ultron is, as you know, for the comic books, awesome. I mean, pretty much he's when it comes to the Avengers, he's really the only Avengers villain that, I just know is straight, okay, I see him as an Avengers villain.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know, the Key from Justice League, people like that. But yeah, I'm excited for it too. You brought up a good point. Actually, matter of fact, here's the interesting fact, considering I'm a nerd. I haven't watched the Avengers since I saw it in theaters.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched it, but maybe because it was just it was great.
It was.
But I don't know. It wasn't like
it lost its appeal when I saw it again. Well, I mean, it's been 2 years.
Right.
I saw it again. It just didn't have the same effect it had on me 2 years ago.
I don't think it's as many people say, it's the best comic book movie of all time. Matter of fact, The Dark Knight is not the best comic book movie of all time. That's actually not even a real Batman movie, but that's a whole other topic we can talk about. But it's great, but. I mean, what would be the best comic movie of all time? I mean, we'll kind of get our topic here, but...
The best comic book movie of all time.
Is it the shirt you're wearing? Is it The Man of Steel?
As much as I'd like it to be the best, it is not the best movie. Not the best comic book movie of all time. Man, I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. Put that up there. I don't know.
It can be...
That's something... That's a huge topic for another day.
Yeah, huge topic for another day. But yeah, overall I'm excited. I'm still a little skeptical on the whole 2 Quicksilver deal. I know Marvel has the rights to the Avengers Quicksilver and Fox has the rights to the X-Men Quicksilver.
Yep.
And now the comic books are doing the whole thing where he's not even Magneto's son anymore. They rearranged it. They retconned it, which bothers the hell out of me.
Well, I mean, that's what comic books do nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
Recon everything.
Screw the old school fans,
Yeah.
Screw us, Let's make Superman stab next. Anyway, let's see. Next topic. This is the game that actually Pete has right now. I haven't played yet, but Mortal Kombat 10 release. What do you think about it?
Oh, I love it. I love how they introduced so many new characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I like how they had the easy fatalities. I mean, it's not that hard, but if you're playing people online and, you use random, you don't know that person's fatality by heart, it's a lot easier to just hold R2 and hit a button. But I think overall it's really good. The story mode lacks. I think the story mode's kind of...
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that good. My 10-year-old beat it in 4 hours, so...
Is the Mortal Kombat 9 better story mode, or just because it had all that history?
Yeah, I like the Mortal Kombat 9 story mode a lot more. I thought it went a little more in depth and everything. Here it just kind of like, they did a lot of time jumps, and I thought it was really good to introduce the new characters. But it didn't introduce all of the new characters. Right. But it was good.
Yeah, the last time I remember them introducing these many new characters was Mortal Kombat Deception. That's going back to maybe, 2004, maybe?
2003, 2004.
God, I'm old. But anyway, yeah, that was the last time I remember them introducing so many characters. But now, this Mortal Kombat has so much hype coming off of 9 that, people are going to buy it anyway, regardless of the new characters. And thanks to DLCs, you're going to get all the old characters anyway that, they have.
Yeah, I was a sucker. I pre-ordered it. I went into GameStop. I'm like, all right, I'm happy, content, leaving with just Goro.
Right.
And then the guy's like, oh, buy the combat pack. And I was like, yeah, okay. I couldn't say no.
Couldn't say no, huh?
I want to run around as the Predator, man. What do you want? Good.
They also got Jason, too, right? Jason Voorhees. Gotcha. I'm still not sure about the concept of him. What can he do besides hack?
Well, I mean, like Freddy Krueger in Mortal Kombat 9, I thought he'd just come out, but he was good. A lot of cool combos, cool fatalities.
Right. Well, I just want to say, leave that with I love Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
And, good job, Boone. Doing a good job.
Doing a good job. All right, yeah, okay. That's, I don't know. This is another topic we can just real quick touch on is the whole, maybe because I'm on IGN all the time, but the whole, here's this, here's that. Back in the day, when you would play games, you would find it out while playing it. Now it's just so many spoilers. It's like,
well, I mean, now everything is in your face. You have to have it all the time.
Right.
Like we were talking earlier about teaser trailers for movies. What the fuck is a teaser trailer?
Exactly.
Just give me a 2.5-minute trailer. Don't give me a minute of a voiceover.
Right.
And then an image, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sucks. Granted, I did watch the new Star Wars one like 50 times.
But that was an awesome teaser, by the way, which we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you know what? Skip this one. Let's just talk about it now. I mean, Star Wars season. What'd you think?
I really liked it. I thought they did a good job of introducing all the new characters.
Right.
And man, Mark Hamill and his voiceover.
Classic. Classic.
90s Jokers.
90s Joker. Honestly, when they showed Han and Chewbacca, I was ready to tear up a little bit just to see I'm home. You know?
He did his little smirk too.
Yeah, his little smirk.
Yeah. The classic Harrison Ford smirk and breathe out your nose real loud. Which he does in everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
wait, is that his real hair though? Is that his real hair? I mean, because honestly his hair looks awesome. It looks like it's just grayed from the...
If that's his real hair, God bless him.
God bless him. And then I didn't realize, I looked it up, that's the same actor who plays Chewbacca, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, yeah. I read on a lot of the message boards, everyone was saying that Chewbacca looked CGI. I was like, everyone's going to find a reason to complain.
Right.
But he only came out and made one sound.
Right, yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I watched it like 50 times. Every time I looked at Harrison Ford.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Harrison, the best shots in that whole teaser trailer to me is the scene with the Star Destroyer. Is that that's what it's called? Yeah, just in the sand. I mean, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, that's fine. And the new character, I can't think of his name. Ryo or the one with the red lights, the cross, the lightsaber with the tri-beams. You know the
something Tor.
Yeah, something Tor.
Cryotor.
Yeah, awesome. I'm excited for it. It's too bad they're not using the expanded universe for those who grew up in the 90s and 2000s. Obviously, it holds dear to our heart, but
yeah.
I trust in J.J. Abrams and Disney, so
watch out for lights.
Oh, you mean the lens flares crap?
Yeah, the lens flares.
Did you see any in the teaser? I didn't see any.
No, I don't think I did, but I was a little too excited and giddy to analyze it.
All right, next topic, my man, is Monday Night Raw. This past Monday Night Raw, we'll review ups and downs.
Oh man, sports entertainment at its finest. I was watching it, and I read online that because Monday Night's Raw, which was the 13th of April,
correct?
It was filmed prior over in England, and I heard that Cesaro got a huge pop when he came out, and Randy Orton was dead to the audience.
Oh, man.
And then, when they played it on Raw in the States, they cut out Cesaro's cheers, and then they gave those cheers to Randy Orton. And then Randy Orton beat the tag team champions in a handicap match.
Yeah, I did not like that, and I get they got to make Randy look strong going into Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
but you're trying to revamp the tag team division, and you
Right.
just make them look bad again.
Again and again. And the Lucha Dragon, granted, I mean, the only professional wrestling I enjoy really is NXT.
NXT.
Yeah. So I like the Lucha Dragons. I even like the Ascension. But the way that they did it was they called them up, and then they squashed the Ascension. I mean, we won't see them in a title hunt for a long time. Yeah. And the Lucha Dragons, I understand they need baby faces, but I mean, they have so much talent on the main roster.
Right. I don't get it, man. It's just because I'm not a fan of I'm a fan of Cesaro, but Tyson Kidd, he had a couple botches that night. Yeah. It didn't really help his cause, for me. So
I agree. But I don't know. Overall, I mean, Raw sucks.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get a shout out to a positive to my man, the future, the architect, Seth Rollins.
All right.
He is great at doing the whole weasel.
Yeah.
I'm a weasel bad guy running away. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, he's doing really good at playing at that, and he's getting a lot better on the mic, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would rather hear a Seth Rollins 20-minute promo as opposed to a John Cena one.
Yeah.
But, every week it's just becoming the same thing.
Quick, by the way, recently I become a converted John Cena supporter somewhat.
Still breaks my heart.
It still breaks his heart, but hustle, loyalty, respect, Dr. Thugonomics, let's go.
Dr. Thugonomics. Yeah, like they can even say that nowadays.
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe 10 years ago.
Maybe 10 years ago. The last time they mentioned Dr. Thugonomics was when the whole Rock John Cena rival was going.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania. But that whole Cesaro thing and switching of the crowd noise, that's just insulting the fans. I like that Bad News Barry got a pop. Obviously he's he's big in England, whatever and whatnot. But once again, I still think he should be using the Bad News promos. I mean, why call yourself Bad News Barry if you're not even delivering bad news?
Yeah, he just comes out and does the M. Bison.
Yeah, the M. Bison with the cape. What's up with that?
I mean, that's good, but come out, talk trash. And nowadays, they only let, 4 people talk. And it's a pity that 2 of those 4 people are Kane and the Big Show. Fucking retire.
I actually thought the Kane segment was interesting. I was like, okay. Finally, can we,
Where he laid down?
Well, before he laid down, when he chokeslammed him, and it was like, okay, Kane, come back. You ain't got to wear that mask because it looks ridiculous with the wig. But at least, come out and be Kane. And then all of a sudden he just chokeslammed and lay down. I was like, you just destroyed almost Kane's whole legacy. I know you're not a Kane guy.
Yeah, but, I mean, even so, I could recognize him as the Big Red Machine.
Right.
A lot of people will remember him back to when he was tag team with X-Pac.
Right.
And they had what was their female name that used to come out with them? Terry Reynolds?
Was it Terry Reynolds?
Yeah.
I want to say it's Terry Reynolds.
I think so. But I mean, they had a good thing. He was a great tag team. He was a great tag team with Daniel Bryan. But now corporate Kane, and then he puts a mask on, and then a few weeks later he takes it off, comes corporate Kane again.
Right.
It's like they just don't know what to do with him, so they should just shelf him or put him down somewhere and do something else with the mid-card or bring him up or something.
Especially with the Big Show thing, because I mean, the fans were cheering, please retire, please go away. They were booing, me and you now, we kind of like Roman Reigns, he's improving.
Mm-hmm.
But there could be someone else in NXT could have a great rivalry with. Big Show is past his prime.
Yeah.
I love you, Big Show, you're a Hall of Famer, but
NXT has Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, one of the next big guys.
Right.
But, I think what they're trying not to do is bring up a lot of NXT guys.
Right.
Right off the bat, because kind of like what they did with the Lucha Dragons is they're already in the title hunt.
Right.
And, I'll just say all the smart fans, the internet fans, people who follow wrestling on the websites and stuff like that, we don't want an overflow of the NXT going to Raw.
Right.
Because Vince is going to fucking shit the bed on it.
Exactly.
Just like the way he crushes most people. I'm just really happy that, after the Shield broke up, things worked out for at least Seth Rollins. Yeah,
it worked out. And it should have worked out it's kind of working out for Roman Reigns. I mean, he's still in the big picture.
Yeah, but
Dean Ambrose has gotten the shaft because it's a shame because when Roman Reigns got hurt, Dean Ambrose took off at that time period.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I remember that Monday Night Raw where he came out with the hot dog cart.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
As stupid as that is, that was entertaining.
It was entertaining,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Dean. I'm not sure which title he can go after.
But at least the future looks bright for him. As long as fans cheer, one day he'll get over. But as long as fans cheer and the WWE takes away the cheers and gives it to who they want to, then what are you going to do, watch TNA? I don't think so.
That's right, WWE. And I'm going to use your music, too. But anyway. But anyway, let me leave one final note. Fandango. Are they really trying this again with the whole Fandango?
No.
Overseas still?
Like I said, it's because they were in Europe that they did the Fandango thing.
Right.
You won't see him on Raw. He won't even make SmackDown.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he makes WWE Superstar.
Do you even have that anymore? Or?
Yeah, it's on the WWE.
Oh, it's on the WWE Network. Excuse me. Whoops.
Well, I mean, that's actually one of the best things. If you like professional wrestling and not the entertainment aspect of it, the WWE Superstars is pretty good. I watch it once in a while. It's good. That way I can watch my man on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had a really interesting thing going on with those guys real quick, too. The primetime players, how they were mocking.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, they keep mocking them and mocking them, and they haven't come out yet.
Right.
So, hopefully they don't,
they don't mess it up, Just like Suplex City.
Yeah.
This is cool now. Let's mess it up. And,
as soon as Michael Cole says it every 10 minutes, it's over.
All right. Next topic is actually wrestling related, too. It's called gimmick infringement. Real quick, what do you think about John Cena using that springboard stunner? And Stone Cold, apparently, on his podcast, shout out to Stone Cold, he has a little issue with it. What do you think?
Well, I think Stone Cold has an issue with it is because when it happened at WrestleMania, WrestleMania is a big show.
Right.
You pull out all the stops, do something new, entertaining, really good, really cool.
Right.
And then it comes Monday Night Raw the next night, and you do the same thing. And then SmackDown, the same thing. And then Raw, the same thing.
It's like the super kick you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I think a lot of the new superstars, I wouldn't consider John Cena a new superstar.
Right.
But, it's one thing to do it once in a while, big shows. But when you start doing it all the time, and then you start doing it as, a mid-match move, then I think it's just, I agree with Stone Cold. I would be upset with it. I don't know if Stone Cold's upset with it just because it's John Cena, which would piss me off. But
yeah, but I think it's like you said, because it's you don't even call it a trademark move. It's what is it? It's just the middle of the
springboard stunner. I think a lot of people online probably agree with me. I think it was a botch at WrestleMania, and it turned into something.
Definitely Monday night was close to a botch. He almost missed the...
wrong shoulder.
Yeah.
He almost headbutted old Bad News.
And I was like, oh, come on, Cena.
Yeah.
But, and I get it. See, it wouldn't have been a problem to me if Cena just used it at WrestleMania and was like, okay, I'm pulling out all the stops for WrestleMania.
Exactly.
But like you said, now... I'm gonna use it every match, just like 6 moves to do.
Yeah, you know it's gonna come.
Right.
Like you throw John Cena into the ropes, he's gonna hop off it.
Right.
If he ain't gonna shoulder tackle you, he's gonna give you a springboard stunner.
Exactly.
And Michael Cole will go crazy.
Yeah, exactly. A stunner. Where's JR? Just to say, oh my God, he's up. I mean, maybe since he's using the stunner, I can get one more Rock reaction to the stunner. Rock, come back just so I can see you get stunned and flip over 20 million times.
I think the best stunner sell was Scott Hall.
WrestleMania 18, I want to say.
WrestleMania 18.
Right.
He just hopped up.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Best. You guys better than The Rock's flip over?
Yeah, The Rock oversells it. Like Michaels, oversell.
Hogan. All right, next topic. We'll just make this one real quick. Daniel Bryan injury. Should he change his style?
No. He should not change his style. I mean, I don't know what this injury is. They took him off the European tour.
Right.
And right now, he's the reigning Intercontinental Champion.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say reigning. It hasn't even been 30 days yet.
Yeah, but his style, though, I mean, you think he should stick to it?
Yeah, stick to the style. I don't know what this injury is. He could have stubbed his toe and hurt his toe, or, tingling down his hand, or, I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't. No, he's too entertaining. He's too good of a professional wrestler to change his style. If he could change it into something else, where he's as impactful as he is in the ring, then kudos to him, but the smaller guys who are hard wrestlers, good wrestlers like Shawn Michaels and stuff like that, injuries they're just going to happen.
Right. You're absolutely right. And I guess first I thought he should change the style, but you're kind of right. I mean, he is what he is, and at this point, in his early 30s or mid 30s, he's not going to change his style.
Yeah. He's been wrestling like that for 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I do like what Sheamus said. I like his new thing that he's going after the smaller guys. He's like he's kind of doing what Vince doesn't like. Vince doesn't like smaller guys, and that's kind of what Sheamus is like. Okay, I'm gonna destroy it.
Yeah, but let's see if it will put any of the smaller guys over.
True.
Like we all know, Sheamus is gonna kick Dolph Ziggler in the face.
Right.
At Extreme Rules, and he's gonna win. I mean, what else are you gonna do? And then next month he's gonna kick someone else in the face and win.
Awesome music, by the way, Sheamus. Awesome. Yeah. Love the music. And I know a lot of people have been ripping your hair, but it's very Road Warrior, Mad Max-like, and I like it.
Yeah, it's a good gimmick, a good change for how he was. Yeah. But, when he comes out to the ring, he still screams fella.
Right.
Drop that fella thing and come out, talk trash about small people.
Right.
And then kick them, and then they all gang up on you, and then kick them.
Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, I'm going to add one more topic real quick. Let's touch on it for a couple seconds, but you mentioned earlier about teaser trailers and the issue, but there was a Batman. There was a Batman teaser trailer, Batman Superman teaser trailer. It just showed the costumes. Do you think it's too much once again?
Yeah, I think that they just came out with that because Star Wars was coming out with something. Right. And they're like, oh, we can't give Disney all the hype this week. We got to come up with something else. It seemed like it was just a straight publicity thing. They said that the actual trailer comes out on the 20th.
Right.
20th, a specialty IMAX trailer. And I bet that's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But why do you have to have a teaser for the teaser trailer?
Right. At this point, honestly, if I was them, I would, they're going to release a trailer. I would have waited until, because a new trailer is going to premiere with Avengers, right, for Star Wars, right?
Yes.
I would have waited at least a couple weeks after that, because Star Wars is I know Batman and Superman is big, but Star Wars is very huge,
Yeah.
And the hype for this one is very similar to the Phantom Menace, if you remember back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since the Star Wars movie.
Well, hopefully it's not a big letdown like the Phantom Menace was.
True. True. Phantom Menace had the best lightsaber fight, by the way. That's my personal opinion. But, you don't think so? That duel with the double, lightsaber, Darth Maul?
Oh, yeah, with Darth Maul and Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jar Jar ruined the whole movie.
Good point.
I'm so bitter.
Still bitter. Yeah. I still remember going to that movie, and is that the movie where they first mentioned the midi-chlorians or midi-chlorians?
Yeah, the midi-chlorians.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But, all right.
Sounds like an STD.
CD. It does.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We're going to go through a quick round of buy or sell. This is going to talk about DC's new costumes post-Convergence. They released a couple months back. I'm going to need to talk about it. Let's start with Batman's new bunny suit. Buy or sell?
Okay. Sell. I'm not buying that.
Why are you selling it? What do you mean?
First off, I'm not going to throw out any spoilers.
Right.
But no, sell. Actually, I would buy it, rip it up, and then sell it.
I'm with you right there. I'm going to sell it too. I mean, the whole Iron Man with bunny ears, it's like, come on.
You already know that Batman is DC's Iron Man. Actually, screw that. Iron Man is Marvel's Batman.
Gotcha.
Okay, because Batman, let's face it, he's better than Iron Man. I don't care what anybody says.
He can beat Iron Man.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
But, no. Oh, man. It's just another thing that DC's trying to do to make themselves, I don't know, relevant. I understand that DC's trying to be more grown up and appeal to an older audience and stuff. I understand.
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I also just want to be entertained.
Right.
And all the changes that they've been doing the last few years is not entertaining.
Right. And I kind of always thought they were adult content before they changed it to New 52. I kind of thought because, you know, they're the whole, you know, DC's characters are, mainly the big seven, are viewed as like gods. You know, we're in charge. You know, they was kind of adult oriented anyway. Not so much as Marvel, dark and, you know, realistic, but it was readable. You know. No,
it was good. Yeah. I remember Final Crisis.
Yeah, exactly. You know, 0 Hour. People probably hate that, but it's okay.
0 Hour. 52. Yeah. I remember when DC. Every week I was looking forward to buying DC comics, and now I'm sorry, I can't. I just stand there in the aisle and I just can't choose.
Okay. Since you have a Superman shirt, buy yourself Superman's Punisher outfit.
Oh man, that's another hard sell. I wouldn't. I wish I could buy it, but that's another sell. I don't even want to get into it. It just kind of hurts my feelings.
Especially with the whole. What does he have? His hands wrapped in gloves on one cover, like he was bloodied up, or is it cape or something? I don't know. It's not Superman.
No, it's not Superman. You know, with the short haircut, jeans and stuff. Again? Yes. Superman. He's supposed to be patrolling and saving the planet, not beating up thugs in an alley.
I went to Grant Morrison's look with the little tiny cape before this. You know,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I actually I didn't really like it per se, but I liked it better than what they did.
Yeah, at the time I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah, right. Exactly. This is horrible.
Yeah, they can't do worse than this.
Right.
And now they do this, and it's like, man, bring that back. I'd rather see the blue Superman.
Oh, no, don't bring that back. No.
What about the mullet?
Oh, I love the mullet. I'm a 90s guy.
Black
Superman, Black Superman. Yeah, that's right. Love it. Wonder Woman, buy or sell?
I actually like Wonder Woman.
Same here.
Yeah, I'd buy that one. I think that's really good. I like what they're doing with what they've been doing with Wonder Woman since, you know, the New 52.
Right.
You know, straight up Amazon goddess badass.
Right.
It's good. I like the comics with all the gods, the Greek tie-ins. I think it's really good.
You know, a lot better than the first guy. So I wasn't a fan of the whole choker and changing her usual colors. This brings back her classic Linda Carter or you know, the Justice Society, whatever Wonder Woman, you know, that's her colors, you know, red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
you know, I agree. I like it. Except for the whole, I guess she has some like little singes or Azrael knives that come out.
Yeah, that come out of her.
The gauntlets. I don't really like that. It kind of reminds me of the 90s a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, a little too much. Green Lantern, by herself.
So, again, what? Why are they turning the Justice League and they look like they're fighting street thugs? Right. I mean, Green Lantern in a hoodie.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry. I mean, DC, suck it up, man. Do something else.
Yeah, I would have liked it if it was like, you know, like Green Lantern first. I won't say first came out, but like it's like an origin story. If he was like wearing that like an origin story, you know, like I want to hide this thing that I become, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But now it's like, come on, what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, horrible. Bring back the Kyle Rayner outfit, you know, or the Parallax or whatever that crap was, you know, Parallax. So, yeah. And last, it didn't really change, but it was Flash.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Flash. I always liked the Flash.
Similar to the colors on the show, by the way.
Yeah, very similar too.
Interesting. Yeah. Buy or sell Deadpool's movie costume?
I'd buy it. I mean, it looks exactly like the comic.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I think that they did a really good job with that. I mean, I don't know personally. I mean, I'm a little sour on Ryan Reynolds because of Green Lantern.
Right.
Maybe I could get over it with Deadpool. I think it'd be good.
He was pretty much born to play Deadpool. I mean, he proved it in that first half of that Wolverine movie. Where it was actually, all right, okay, this is him before he gets scarred up. I love it. Then obviously we know where that movie went and became one of the worst comic movies of all time, and not the.
Maybe.
But I buy the costume. I'm not a big Deadpool guy. But I will be there opening day with you probably.
Yep.
You know, to go see it.
Gotta support.
Gotta support. He's kind of like how Harley Quinn is for DC. You know, they see a popular character and they're gonna put him in every single comic book. Yeah,
over and over.
And Harley didn't even start in comic books. For those who remember, animated series.
Yep.
Batman, so.
Mark Hamill was a Joker.
Love you, Mark. But okay, buy or sell. We kind of already talked about it. But buy or sell Seth Rollins even staying as WWE champ past Extreme Rules.
Oh God, man! If they give that belt back to Randy Orton,
please no.
What did that make him? A 13-time champion?
Yeah. That's a lot.
You know, the thing that gets me was, for years, 10 years in the WWE, they had the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. Right. So you got people like John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Edge was another one, and they racked up championships left and right.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, there's always just been one champion.
Right. Yeah, the world. It was weird when they were. I kind of got it when they had the whole Raw and SmackDown separate different brands, but it was still kind of weird to me because it was WCW's belt, and I was like, it's still so weird to me.
Yeah.
And then you look, if you take a look on Wikipedia or whatever site, and you look at the amount of titles Stone Cold had or Rock, they had maybe 6 or 7 title runs. You know, respectable. Not this whole let's give him 20 reigns. You know, like, you know, it's ridiculous.
Champion for a night.
Even Hogan, as long as he held the championship back in the day, didn't have it that many times as these guys.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah, Hogan was a 6-time champion.
Yeah, 6-time champion. Yeah, it's insane. Buy or sell new Ant-Man trailer?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, love that train scene, by the way. That was hilarious.
Yeah, Tom's the train.
Yeah,
that was very good.
Yeah, love that. Shout out to Corey Saul. I thought Pete didn't know who Corey Saul was from The Strain, but we watched the same shit. I should have known that you watched The Strain.
Yeah, The Strain, House of Cards,
House of Cards,
all that.
He's great whenever role he does, and obviously I'm not too familiar with Yellow Jacket besides, wasn't Hank Pym Yellow Jacket at one point? Yeah, Yellow Jacket, right. So, I mean, that's the only thing I really remember.
Yeah.
I guess they turned him into a villain, which, I mean, Ant-Man doesn't really have any other villains, does he?
Oh, man. Ant-Man's Rogue Gallery.
Yeah.
And he created Ultron.
Right, yeah. Ultron was, for those who don't know, Hank Pym was the original creator of Ultron, not Tony Stark. But
they'll redo it and change it and make it Iron Man.
Right.
To appease Disney.
but yeah, overall, I buy the trailer, and I think the movie's going to be great.
Yeah.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Michael Douglas is in it, too.
Yeah, Michael Douglas brings legitimacy to the movie.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not sure how many movies they're going to make with Ant-Man because he doesn't have a large role gallery like you mentioned. And it's kind of like the Atom with the Flash show. I have no idea a single villain in the Atom's role gallery.
Well, I mean, Adam, he was a big member of the Justice Society of America.
That's true.
Yeah, and the Justice League of America and stuff like that. So
his villains were pretty much the Justice League villains.
Yeah. They would, they'd get in a bind and then they'd come to him.
Right.
And he'd help.
And here's the thing I realized in the trailer, because it shows how less I don't know about Ant-Man. But they said that he had the strength, his regular strength is as small as size. Is that?
Yeah, that's
comic book
that's
stuff.
Accurate,
that's accurate. Okay, you would know.
And then later on, when he uses the him particles to grow, his strength grows with him.
Nice.
So he could get up like 100 times stronger than a normal man.
Gotcha.
When he's like in his Goliath phase.
Goliath, I remember that.
Yep.
Cool.
Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War is right. Now you may have not seen this movie, but you understand what happens. Furious 7. Should this series even continue or whatever? I mean, obviously it's close to $1 billion at the box office.
Oh yeah, it's already on the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time.
Already.
It's been out for 10 days. I would keep making it.
Right.
Shoot, you got something that successful? Beat it to death.
Yeah, I guess so. They're already talking about making 3 more.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it though is, Well, like you said, I haven't seen Furious
Right.
7, but I've seen the previous 6. And, you know, a movie like that, it's not to be taken, you know, so serious. I understand this one, huge emotional Paul Walker, everything like that. But I wouldn't say, you know, it's basically just an awesome action movie.
Right.
So just keep making them. You know, it's not like an Indiana Jones where a movie can ruin it.
Right.
Because you're going to ruin Vin Diesel's acting career? No, I don't think so.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. And stop singing, Vin Diesel.
Stop singing, and even if that messed up, he still can get paid off of being Groot.
Yeah,
or,
of course.
You know, he doesn't have to say anything, but I am Groot.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And we are Groot.
Oh yeah, we are Groot.
He added it to his vernacular.
Yeah, that's right. All right, final thoughts. AJ Lee recently retired. Overall, what do you say about her career? What would you say?
I would say that the Divas division, female wrestlers, the fucking Divas.
Like Blaze said, it should be women's. But,
yeah, the women's championship. I think, you know, it's poor because if you can't win by a roll-up, then you can't win at all.
Right.
And it's, I don't know, she stood out with the current Divas because she was good, she was entertaining. She became a little more relevant when the smart fans, probably the only people who watch the Divas.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, we know about the CM Punk and everything like that, and, you know, how she clashed backstage with her styles and her attitude. But, you know, you hear her story about, you know, living up to Lita, loving Lita, pursuing her dream and stuff. You know, I think that's incredible. And for doing what she did with how poor the division is, good for her.
Kind of similar to Edge, and now, you know, I know you're not an Edge guy, but if you remember, Edge was at the one match when he was a young kid. Was it WrestleMania where Mankind was in the ring, or Mick Foley at the time? And it's kind of similar to how, you know, they go to the event, they somewhat meet their idol or whatnot, and she rose above it. She became, you know, a multi-time women's or Divas champion.
Yeah.
And, you know, she had a good thing going with Daniel Bryan. You know, by the way, that was a pretty good gimmick. You know?
Yeah, she went with Daniel Bryan, CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk, yeah. I think, you know, is a Hall of Fame worthy? That's the question.
I mean, Divas Hall of Fame worthy? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to put her in there anyway. They got Pete Rose in there, for God's sake. So, of course, AJ Lee.
Yeah, for all we know, she'll be in it in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, they don't have to wait 25 years. It's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, right. But, yeah, I will miss you, AJ. You're a cool nerd.
Yep.
But she found another nerd in CM Punk, so congratulations. And have babies. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Every show we're gonna pick a movie of the week, and whatever person picks the year, I pick the year, Pete picks the year, whatever. And of course, luckily we have the internet to confirm that that's the year of that movie.
Yep.
So you start. I'm gonna pick the year, and you're gonna tell me the movie, and you're gonna say why it's great. So I'm gonna go with this is what I'm going with. Matter of fact, since I just watched last night the show Snapped, and it was talking about what happened to Selena 20 years ago. Go figure, 1995 when she was sadly killed. I'm gonna go with that. So
you're gonna go with Selena?
I'm gonna go with 1995, and you're gonna pick the movie.
Okay, 1995.
Right.
1995.
Right.
One sec.
You guys gotta look it up.
I just gotta confirm it's the right year.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Judge Dredd. 1995.
Sylvester Stallone.
I am the law. Great.
Why Judge Dredd? Out of all movies.
Because Judge Dredd's great. It even has Rob Schneider in it.
It does have Rob Schneider, and it does have Max Valsando, whatever the guy that's actually supposed to be in Star Wars, the old guy, the old judge that died.
That's right.
That's right. But he's also the voice of Beagle with Carpathian Ghostbusters. Oh. But yeah. Oh, okay, Judge Dredd. All right. Dredd. I do remember going to see that. I remember the excitement when I was like, oh man, look at Sylvester Stallone on those little flying bikes. You know. Cool concept. Obviously, it didn't turn out to be too great of a movie.
No,
you know.
I mean, in the comics, Dredd never took off his helmet.
Yeah, but it's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna take it off. But, all right, cool. All right, you pick a year for me, and I'll pick a movie.
2014.
Really? Come on! 2014?
Something easy.
Oh, okay. That's actually not easy because there were so many great movies last year that came out. So I'm gonna pick I'll pick Captain America. You know, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. Great movie. I mean, actually that might be one of the best comic book movies of all time. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah. I mean, that's arguable, but I'd put it up there on my top 3.
right.
Huge Captain America fan.
Yeah, of course, somewhat biased, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, you know, it was so cool, and I thought the first Captain America was good, but
Oh, they just made it so much better.
yeah, it made it so much better. And
Really good.
it's a far cry from if anybody's ever seen that 90s Captain America crap that they came out with. Horrible. But yeah, it was just awesome, man. They had Robert Redford, you know, Samuel Jackson. And I thought adding all these characters like Nick Fury and Black Widow would be too much, but it turned out just perfect, man.
Yeah, turned out really good.
Yeah. Great movie, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
They did a really good job with the Winter Soldier. Don't review my movie. I'll review it next week. Don't review it.
Yeah, excuse me.
You're getting a little too excited.
Sorry. All right. We're also going to do the game of the week thing where one of us picks the system and the person's going to explain why that game. And of course, once again, we have the internet to confirm whether it's that game or not.
And chances are we probably played that game.
Yes, exactly. Because we're old. Well,
We're old.
one of us is old. But okay, so I'll pick the GameCube. Nintendo GameCube. There you go.
Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah. Little box and the cube and
Oh yeah, I know GameCube.
Yeah.
I've logged over like 9,000 hours on Smash Bros.
Oh, that's right. This guy's a Melee champ right here. So there you go.
I will for the GameCube. Windwalker. Legend of Zelda.
Oh, is it? Wow, really? Good, great game. Awesome game.
Yeah, really good.
Underrated, too.
Yeah, I actually just bought the remastered one. Haven't played it yet.
Awesome. That's the character I do pick on Smash Bros. By the way, for 3DS, just so people know. I do like to shout today and change Link. What do you give that game out of 10? Just because that
Oh man, so I'll give it 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever given a game a perfect score. Yeah, it's okay.
Ultron of Time. It's pretty close to first score for me. Pretty close.
Yeah, I used to fake sick so I could stay home and play that.
Yeah, that's right, man. I remember I was at one point scared of the Skoatzes. I was just like, I can handle it. I can handle it because I hate spiders, whatever. And I was like, I can handle it.
Yeah.
It's like when I played Resident Evil and there was a giant spider and one of them I was like, oh my god, I can handle it. I can handle it. I know
Giant spider. You should see the face he's making when he says it.
I can handle it. But all right. Your turn. Pick the system.
Sega Genesis.
You know, that's funny. This morning, I kind of knew you were going to pick Sega Genesis, so I already prepared myself.
I already told you one of my favorite games of all time.
That's right. You're right. So, it's funny. I was going to go between. I'm going to go with Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
I'll take it. Which one?
Number one.
Oh man, if you said 3, I would have talked 20 minutes about it further in.
That's right. Streets of Rage is awesome. I remember playing that with my friend back home in Buffalo, or whatever. We had a good time playing that game. What was the villain? Mr. X or something like that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's a lame one.
Yeah, lame. Yeah,
at the top of the tower.
Yeah, exactly. Great concept though. You know, back in the day, playing with someone on the same screen was awesome.
Oh yeah,
awesome stuff. And yeah, I just love that game. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of this show. If you please like our podcast or whatnot, this is also going to be put on YouTube as a podcast, because you can do that. And you can like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas, suggestions for us to talk about and improve the show, feel free to comment below. But this is Mike signing off, and
Pete, farewell.
Peace.